How do I deal with bugs with Irish Spring? Where do hyenas give birth? All this and more on Beyond Tales from the Crawl Space Ask Us Anything episode. Do we even have the copyright for this show? Probably not. Whatever.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another titillating and a spine-wrenching and knee-retching episode of Tales from the Crawl Space. I, of course, am Brad Harvey, sitting in here in a little bit of agony. I hurt my knee, and but we'll get into that a little bit later. But I do want to introduce our PCHD's own Virginia Ham and newest Mod Squad member, Jack Starry. Jack.
Hey,
How you doing?
Doing quite well, my friend. So glad to be a part of the Mod Squad. Mad Squad. I guess it's kind of fitting,
The
though,
Mad
isn't it?
Squad. Yeah. Well, I figured your gigantic balls would be just the thing we needed, and so far so good. You've already created a path of people are straightening up, man, and you got a lot to do with that. So thank you very much. You got to keep those Cheesebags in line.
We'll whip them motherfuckers into shape.
Hell yeah! But oh goodness, so how's your week been, man?
Oh, it's been pretty good. A couple nights ago, the power went out, so I was sitting up here with the oil lamps going and the wood burning stove, and it was cozy. I had my little radio going. It was nice. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, just churning butter and reading the scriptures.
I might get a. I was churning butter, but it was not what you're thinking.
Yes, churn it till the cream comes to the top.
Exactly. But it was nice. I didn't see the bear that I forgot to mention last week.
Oh yeah,
and I think I might have a repeat of a couple nights ago tomorrow because we got ice and snow and stuff coming, and we usually get it worse on top of the mountain. It's supposed to start tomorrow morning, so we shall see.
It's actually above the freezing mark here in beautiful Indianapolis, so we're good. And I think we're supposed to be getting a little rain tonight, but man, it's been cold as fuck down here, and just in time to hurt my fucking knee. So Monday, Monday morning, I was getting ready to do a termite liquid job. I was getting up onto the back of the truck to look inside the tank to make sure there were no icebergs. It had a little bit of solution in it. It had been winterized and everything, but still had a little bit of solution in it, maybe 5 gallons, who knows. But I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any icebergs floating around with, Jack and Rose hanging onto a busted door. And so I got up, and I've done this thousands of times over my career. I put one foot on the back on the bumper, and then grabbed the tailgate, raised myself, and when I did, goes the weasel. And oh my god, the pain! I had it happen a few years ago to my other knee, and it's like I knew exactly what was going on. I was like, oh fuck!
Yeah.
So I go. In my agony and despair, I go ahead and do the termite job. Got some help from Gribble, thank you very much, and after that, I cut bait and went over to the ortho clinic, and they took an x-ray, and there's like 2 pieces of my meniscus floating around in the fluid back under
Yikes.
there. And they're like, that's going to get under that. That's going to get in between those 2 bones, and this is going to kill you. So, I'm waiting on, I'm waiting on workman's comp to go through all the bullshit. And this was Monday, and I still haven't had an MRI or anything like that. So hopefully, we finally got back. We finally heard from the insurance company, and hopefully by Monday I'll be able to get a date for an MRI. So I got to get this fixed, man. It's wintertime, but this is going to be like a full, at least a month of recuperation. And I've got Purdue next month, and I'm going to be walking through those fucking buildings. I got a vacation coming up in February. We're supposed to be going to Sedona. And we are definitely going to Sedona. So if there's any of you Arizona Cheesebags out there that are close to the Sedona area in the last week of February, I will be out there. Maybe we can hook up and get some peyote, lunch or something. And so it's been a really interesting week. I haven't been able to get out in the field. The clinic told me to no stooping, standing, bending, climbing, masturbating. That's one I ignored that one, but
you could do that sitting down. You could do that sitting down.
I can do that from a sitting position, still, and I was so I've been consigned to the office duty. So William the Merciful is now William the Technical, and he's been out doing my stuff. And and I've been sitting in the office with the lovely Alexis, taking out the trash and playing with Bill's dog. So I mean,
and drinking coffee.
Drinking coffee. I've been drinking coffee. Lots and lots of coffee.
Well, there's some arthroscopic surgery in your future, I'm believing.
I believe there is. And like I said, about 7 years ago, I had it on the other knee, and it's actually it sucked. It sucked during it, but I got it done. And then about 6 weeks after the procedure, I went in and got the cortisone shot in the knee. And he goes, "You'll be wanting another one of these in 6 months." So I was like, "Challenge accepted." It's been 7 years and it hasn't given me any problem.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So hopefully the same. Hopefully, good luck strikes on the other knee as well.
So you will have to refrain from the standing wank.
Mm-hmm. Unless I can lean up against the wall. Does that count?
That's the leaning
just take
wank.
the weight off of that leg and just kind of throw it out of the way, so it gives me full access to
full wankage.
All up in that business.
Give me the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, well, it's something I'll have to experiment with. So we'll figure that out. But, gosh,
let me get this story out so I don't fucking kill myself. Because
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're good. I want to tell everybody about the bear. On Thanksgiving night, I sat out in the garage. I had the turkey fryer going. Things smelled fucking fantastic. I got the turkey out. I got it in the house. Got it carved. We were sitting down to eat, and I hear something fall over in the garage. And I thought maybe the wind had picked up and blew the lid over or something. Because I had the lid open to let the oil cool off so I could drain it. Well, finish eating. I go out looking in the garage, and there's a black bear standing in the garage. with my turkey fryer knocked over, having spilled all the oil out. So I holler at him, and he takes off out of the garage, and I go around to the front door, and he come up around by the front porch, and I'm screaming at him again, and finally he takes off into the woods. So everybody else in the house is freaked out because there's a bear hanging around. I thought it was cool as shit. But then I checked later on that the next morning when I woke up, I checked my cameras. And he had come back to the well to see if he could get a little more of that oil. Y'all got any more of that turkey oil? And then he come up on the front porch and looked square in the doorbell, the doorbell camera. So he wanted to make sure I knew he was there. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah. Got more of that oil in there. Got some more of that oil.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I need another taste. Just a taste, man. Yeah,
just one fixed.
His lips was all dried. You got any more of that turkey oil?
I haven't seen him since. And what I've had to do with all that gravel that's coated in turkey oil is they say if you take your ashes from your wood burning stove and spread it over the oil like that, it'll help soak it up. Mm-hmm. So I just got a bunch of cruddy looking gravel, oil coated ashes all over the driveway.
Could have deterred the scent of it and just pissed on it.
Oh, it was right where I usually pee anyways. If I'm out there having a beer, and I just hanging out in the gravel anyway. So
the bear come on and look around. It's kind of tiny.
A little salty.
Yeah, it's just salty. It's got a little bit of a wang to it.
But other than that, things are good. Looking forward to next week's show. I am definitely looking forward to that. Our Christmas show.
Get out of here! Isn't that our?
No, that's not. No, that's that'd be the first one in January.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's right. We fucked it up by not doing the night of the Tyson fight when we had all those problems.
Right. Oh, but speaking of events, how was your dinner last night?
My dinner was exquisite. It was delicious. Of course, I had the prime rib. I wasn't going to get the prime rib. I was not going to get the prime rib. My beautiful bride got the prime rib, and but I was going to get the pork chops, which are also banging as hell. But then the waitress come up and she says, "Well, the prime rib's going fast." I was like, "Fuck it, I'm getting the prime rib." and so we did, and I had a really good time with William the Merciful and company. Gribble was there, Richard was there, Old Man Turner. my beautiful bride was there. Alexis was there with her boyfriend Aaron, and of course Bill. And yeah, we had a great time. And
good.
Really good conversation, good drinks, good food. And we've talked about Bynum's on the show before, but man, the prime rib, it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like you come in here and it's like, when I took Jack there the first time, he went out for a smoke. I went with him. We come back and the food was at the bar already, and he just his jaw just dropped, and he was like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah!" It's like, and come in and ask for his freshly grated horseradish, and he was in hog fucking heaven. I had to take some of it home. He ate the whole damn thing.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah. But a cheese stock Eve, I ate the whole thing. I paid a healthy price for it.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Man, yeah.
But I did a repeat performance as well.
You did. You also slammed it. I got everything last night, but the meat that was attached to the bone, maybe about this much meat on around the perimeter of the bone. Mm-hmm. Ellen brought half of hers home. We're having cheesesteak flatbreads tomorrow for dinner.
Whoa, nice. Yeah, very nice.
Looking forward to that. And then I'm swearing off of beef until Christmas Eve because I'm actually making a prime rib. Fortunately, my in-laws, who know of the legend that is my prime rib, decided to chip in. They said, like, I said, like, we're gonna have prime rib. I said, I don't know, things are kind of tight. She's like, don't worry about it. I was like, we're having prime rib. It's like,
oh shit, that's awesome.
Put it in my wallet, run to Kroger, and picked up a very, very, very nice roast. And it is currently dry aging in my refrigerator. And looking forward to a good Christmas Eve meal of the Misfits.
That sounds amazing. It sounds absolutely amazing.
So, so we got some, Jack.
Yes, sir.
No, I was going to say I wasn't talking to you. I was finna talk about you.
Okay, I'm used to that too.
To our 12 listeners, Jack. Jack made an announcement. Said, hey, looks like it's just gonna be me and Brad shooting the shit because you fuckers didn't give us any questions. But here we are. We've got a few questions. A few questions came in. I think people were so desperate for us to not sit here and shoot the shit with each other for an hour. They're like, oh fuck, I better come up with something to ask these guys.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what happened.
So some of you pulled through, and we got some questions that we will answer for you on this very show tonight.
Yes, we will. It's the Ask Us Anything show.
It is. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. No. Oh, and I have to find it now because it just reminded me. But I have a You Can Suck It that I was asked to bring up. So
do you?
I do. It was a special request for a You Can Suck It from a friend of the show. And that's as much as I'm going to say.
Okay. All right. Fine with me. I will try to be ready for a snappy retort.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ask some questions, and I want your answer. We got several from past guest Miss Charlotte Kassler-Taub.
Yes, we do.
Otherwise known as Aurora Kakazaki. She wants to know, what's the best Christmas gift you've ever received from a client?
The best Christmas gift I've ever received from a client is probably, I was going to say, Mrs. Shaw's Christmas ornament, which I still hang on my tree to this day. And I've had this thing for well over close to 25 years now. Mm-hmm. She's like, I just made these things, and I made one for you. I want you to have it. And she gave it to me, and it's this glass globe, and it's a clear glass globe. So inside the globe, she had put like a little like pine, like fake pine pieces, little pine needle stem
a sprig.
Thank you, pine sprigs. And some berries and things like that in there, and then she glued something on top of it that was really nice, and it's just really gorgeous, and it hangs on my tree. I would probably say that was My favorite gift, I mean, sure, the customers, they'll give you money, they'll give you cookies. In one instance, I got some Turkish delight with a cockroach in it, like it was encased in amber.
Yummy.
I think I've told that story a couple times, but
Yeah.
I would say that would be my most memorable present. But I'd say the best one is Miss Jonelle Shaw's Christmas ornament.
That's awesome.
How about you?
That's awesome. I got it right around Christmas time, but I don't know if it was given to me specifically as a Christmas gift. But I love the old camping lanterns, the kind you have to lift up the globe and light the wick underneath, And this old lady gave me 2 gorgeous Coleman brushed bronze camping lanterns, and they're gorgeous, and I've got them right now. They hang out on my deck. I've got these little arm things that attach to the railing with hooks on them, and one has my hummingbird feeder because I miss my little girls. By the way, I miss my girls. But I got my 2 lanterns. I got my 2 lanterns up out there. It's nice to sit out there with the warm glow of the lanterns going. It's nice. So I think that's probably my favorite was the 2 brushed bronze camp lanterns.
Nice. I got to ask you a question to kind of tail off of that. What is your best Christmas gift that you ever got from a boss, and how many slices of it were you allowed to eat?
It was Super Supreme, and I got 1 slice because I had to save some for the termite guys who were still out.
Oh, that's touching.
So that's what it was.
And that was you giving to them as well, because it's the gift that you are forced to keep on giving.
And yes, it was, and
yeah.
It was Super Supreme. He actually sprung for the vegetables.
Not just Supreme, but Super Supreme.
Yeah, it was. You
guys must have had record profits that year. Good deal. Good deal.
Must have been in the billions to spring for Pizza Hut. I mean, it wasn't the.
Shit. All right, I got. You want me to go to one of mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Question for the night from Chris Yandow, fellow Cheesebag. When you go out to chain restaurants, do you think about what their kitchen looks like?
Always. But actually
constantly.
What I actually do is I'll drive around the back of the restaurant and I'll look at the dumpster and I'll look at the vents that stick around the kitchen door and the vents that come out of the wall. And if they're all grubby, greasy shit coming out, I won't.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Amen. Same with their door. If the door's got all kinds of mung on it around the doorknob, that cook's going out and smoking him a joint and then coming back in. He's touching that doorknob. You think he's washing his hands before he starts messing with your food?
No.
And also, you want to kind of look underneath the dumpsters and stuff to make sure see what's crawling around there, because if it's out there, it's probably in there. With those conditions. But man, every fucking time I do it. Some places, like say A. Bynum's, it's like I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't even want to imagine it because the food is so good.
Don't ruin the magic. Just don't ruin the magic.
Exactly. Don't ruin the mystique. And there's of course there's a lot of those places that we eat at during the week, like fast food and shit like that. You can see straight through into their fucking kitchens, and you can pretty much get a general idea. And even just by walking in the front door, do you smell cleanliness? Do you smell fresh, savory food, or do you smell cockroaches? Do you smell tempo wettable powder? Things like that. Those are going to give you some indications. But as far as actually thinking about it, yes, I do all the time, with a couple of exceptions. And Bynum Steakhouse is definitely one of them.
That's why I like Waffle House, because you can see the whole fucking kitchen right there. Everything's right in front of you. So if it's funky, you can just turn around and walk the fuck out.
Well, here's the thing. Waffle House can look good at first blush, but you can look behind the counter, but you can't look under the counter.
That's true.
True. Because I'll tell you right now, there's been places I'm not going to, it's not necessarily Waffle House, but it looks good, and then, until you actually do one of their services and you take a knee and you get under there and you're just like, you got like thousands of eyes staring back at you, when you're looking under there with the flashlight. They're like, what are you doing, man? Turn that off. And I mean, a lot of things can be hidden.
He's too bright, Vato.
He's too bright, Vato.
Another one from Miss Aurora. She goes, both of you seem 1,000% born for pest control, but what other careers did you see yourselves doing throughout your lives?
I'd like to try cartoon character. Specifically Porky Pig.
You'd like to be Porky Pig, the cartoon character?
I'd like to try Porky Pig, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You would probably like to try Donald Duck because he never wears pants. And
no.
So,
just like my shirt says, I'm on the naughty list and I regret nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, the upshot is he doesn't get to wear pants, and the downshot is nobody cares because he doesn't have a dick anyway. So.
No, well, it's all hidden in the feathers.
Tucked in the feathers.
Yeah.
So he's a grower and not a shower.
Yeah, and that's I can relate to that. I can definitely relate to that. The penis is beautiful, but you got to get it there first.
And that's why Goofy wears pants.
He's probably a shower. He probably got that
he's probably
duct tape to his leg.
He's roped for days. What about you, Jack?
A career that I wanted to do was kind of what we're doing now. Is I'd always wanted to be a DJ on the radio. I always wanted to sit behind the microphone and talk to people on the radio. Burnt toast and coffee time, 525.
Good morning to you.
Traffic on 95 South, just south of Washington, D.C. is a little backed up at Woodbridge. Yeah,
72 on the outside, 98.6 on the inside.
Hot damn. Grab your best girl for slow jams. And right now, Russell's wife is going...
Oh, she is, man.
She's moist. Oh, she's flicking it. It.
Oh, God.
Good lady, I don't know you personally, and I obviously don't mean any disrespect. I say it with all the love in the world because we know that you kind of got a thing for the voice. So I just thought I'd give you a little taste of it.
That's right. See, would watch. Oh God! Yeah. I've given it a lot. I usually give it a lot of thought of what I would have rather done as a career, but that's usually when things are just like really sucky at work. It's like you're just, you're in this wet ass crawl space, and you're not wearing your plastic underwear, and that crawl space water is seeping up through your crawl suit, past your work pants, past your underwear, and right onto the gibblies, man. And you're just like, there's got to be something else I can do.
Well, I learned three different trades prior to this, so I mean, I had a choice. I was an EMT.
You were a jack of all trades.
I was a geotechnical engineer. I did construction inspection. I used to walk steel and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I was an EMT. And I learned flooring, carpet installation. I was a carpet installer. So I learned three different trades prior to this, and I'd stuck with pest control. So,
yeah. It's like the things that it's like by the time I would have developed another skill or something, I was already married, had a kid on the way and stuff. I was that guy that when I moved out of the house and into my brother's apartment, it was like, hey man, I'm going to be bringing some chicks in here, just everything about how do we want to do this and everything. I bring the first chick I bring in, I fell in love with her and I married her. That's been 38 years ago. So.
We took all the guesswork out of it, and you ended up with the finest choice humanly possible. I must say.
I think so. I definitely think so. I think I hit the nail on the head the first time.
I agree with you 100%. 100%.
I regret nothing.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I need one little letter.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, Chris Yandow gives us another one. And Jack, where would you move given the opportunity?
Surfside Beach, South Carolina. Right on the beach, Surfside Beach. Mm-hmm. Not too damn hot like Florida. Not too cold up during the winter. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous ocean views and not touristy. That's exactly where I'd go. Surfside Beach.
Um, Gosh, I really don't know where I would move. Hawaii leaps to mind. You know,
Hawaii.
Hawaii. I mean, because Hawaii is. I mean, shit, man. It's got the beach. It's such a laid back place. The Big Island, especially. Everything's just so laid back. I mean, I know it's expensive as fuck. I'd have to be a multi gazillionaire to actually do it, but the I mean, and the climate. I mean, if it's too hot, you go somewhere, you're too hot, no problem getting your car and drive an hour, and next thing you know, you're too cold. So just head up to one of those mountains, Mount Kamoana or something, and and we were having snowball fights the same day that we were down on the beach wearing next to nothing.
Oh damn! I prefer Mount Let Me Lick a Booty.
Oh shit! But yeah, I'd say Hawaii. I'd say Hawaii, and I would say a close second would be, somewhere in the Smokies. Somewhere remote. Somewhere like Popcorn Sutton would be my next door neighbor. That kind of place. I could park rusted cars in my yard and nobody would say anything.
I know what that's like. I know what that's like.
I bet you do.
All right, Miss Aurora wants the third and final question I have from Miss Aurora tonight. She goes, "Are there any pests that to this day still give you the heebie-jeebies?"
She's not gonna like this one. Snakes.
Yeah, she's not gonna like it. She loves them. She loves snakes, but
I can respect a snake. I can respect the way they look, the way they're built, the way they move, but they still, if I got one that somebody says, okay, it's cool, you can hold it if you want, I'll hold the motherfucker. But if I see one out in the wild and I don't know it, and I don't have a human vouching for it, yeah, it's no. Snapping turtles are another one.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. And you're not alone on the snake one either. I mean, there's a lot of people. Snakes don't give me the heebie-jeebies, but I kind of give them a wide berth. I
don't. Like I said, I don't hate them, and I'm not fearful for them. I love all of God's creatures except for bed bugs. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you're not educated in snakedom, then you don't know if that fucker's going to bite you, kill you. If it's gonna kiss you, kill you, or marry you. So, and so yeah, I give them the respect by a wide berth.
Yep, that's what I do to the timber rattlers up here, so I can feel that.
Oh yeah, timber rattlers. You got those up there.
Yeah. One of the 10 deadliest snakes, according to Steve Irwin. So,
is that right? Well, if he think no deadly stuff, it'd be him.
Yeah, because I remember that show, the 10 Deadliest Snakes. He was standing on the side of the mountain in Cumberland, Maryland, and had a handful of baby timber rattlers. And he looked at the camera. His face went white as a sheet. And he goes, "Don't move," because here comes the big old mama come right up between his legs, and he was like, oh, scared the shit out of him. So yeah, they get big too. Yeah. They get pretty big.
You think his last words were "crikey"?
Was more like
oh yeah, he was below the sea, under the sea. But I don't want to say anything too harsh about Steve Irwin because there might be some Australian people listening, and isn't he like Elvis down there?
He's I think he's to the Australians like Dolly Parton is to us. National treasure. That guy's done some massive conservation, so I can see all the love is justified. But look, if you defy the odds like that, eventually the law of averages is going to catch up to you.
True, and it was and the damnedest thing too, because if that stinger would have hit him anywhere else on his chest, he might have been okay. Could bounce off the bone or something. It got right in between a rib, didn't it? And just popped
right in the heart.
I don't know. I didn't get to see the full forensic autopsy report, but that's I think it just went quick and whatever. But anyway, I did really enjoy the show, but he's dead. So let's move on. And did we talk about what you?
The one maybe the creeps, not the heebie-jeebies, and I know this is pathetic, but have you ever seen a larval ladybug?
Yes.
Those are ugly motherfuckers.
Ugly fuckers, man. They are. They're just like,
shit sticking out of the back of them and everything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it was a ladybug at all.
Yeah. You know what else creeps me out is those worms that live in like praying mantises, and you'll take one and you'll stick it in water. Stick it in water, and it's like 28 yards of fucking worm comes out of this little thing, and you're just like, how is the hell is that thing moving?
How's it fit in them? How's it fit in them?
Damn. It's like, I mean, oh God.
What are you drinking this evening, my friend?
What am I drinking this evening, you ask?
Yeah.
Well, okay, this comes compliments of William the Merciful. He decided to get off the sauce for health reasons, and he gave me his entire repertoire. And tonight I cracked open the Jameson Black Barrel.
Irish whiskey for you.
Typically not an Irish whiskey drinker, but damn, this is good. This is triple distilled. It's only 40% alcohol, so it's a good beginner's whiskey. But yeah, it's really good. It is charred for a smooth, rich taste, and it really is. And once again, I got done with dinner just before we got onto the show, so I wasn't able to transfer into my one and only Tony Spangler tumbler, but it is always close to me at all times, especially this one. Yes. And Jack's got his penis out.
Got my penis out. Got the penis tumbler.
Yeah. So,
with the veins and everything.
Like a half thing. It's like.
Are you gonna rubber bottom? Rubber bottom. Look at it, rubber bottom.
Right. Yes. I mean, just look at this, folks. I mean, the sheer detail of the print that's on this. I mean, it's like Paula is like sitting right here in my hand.
It is. It's like she's right there with you.
Yeah, it's like I could just dig up there and dig a booger out of her.
Get a little boog at her.
It's so detailed. And text is also available. We got the lovely Cheesebag Nation, and what Tony Spangler tumbler would be complete without the stainless steel surgical grade urethral sounding rod. Mm-hmm. These things right here do the trick. And just ask Jack. He's had some things going on. But it does a great job on scar tissue. Just ask the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's a segue.
Yeah. With the shaded lonely view. Oh well. I've been wanting an opportunity to do my Red Hot Chili Pepper impression. So there you go.
But when it comes to drinkware that keeps the hot drinks hot and the cold things cold, and when you need to clean out your urethra, or you got to straighten out that Peyronie's disease, just remember. Oh, and by the way, when it comes to jingles and stuff like that, if anybody is interested or has a show, a podcast, or whatever that they need a jingle or an intro or anything for, JT's services are available. You can get in touch with me, and I can get you in touch with JT. Anything you need, intro music, songs, jingles, commercials, you name it, he can do it. So just let us know. We're going to have a commercial. He's going to put a commercial together just to pimp his services. But that'll be on an upcoming show. But I just wanted to throw that out there, that he is making himself available, his services available for jingles, intros, and such.
You know what pisses me off, Jack? You know what makes me sick? You know what really
what makes you sick?
Gears? You know
what really grinds your gears? What grinds your gears?
Okay, let's talk about YouTube for a second. Okay. Okay, YouTube. We're on here. Our show is on YouTube. But at any time during the course of our show, they can just fucking cut us off and run some fucking ads. Right?
Yep.
Do we see any of that? We don't see, unless you're holding out on me, Jack. We don't see shit. No. I know you're not holding out on me, but I mean, yeah, we see exactly dick. as far as any revenue that may be generated from the advertising that YouTube does on our at our expense. So I mean, at least they could do is cover our web hosting fees. If they were to do that, nice. Fuck, man, it'd be great. Yeah. Me and Jack could come in here and talk about our penises all, for an hour if somebody else was paying for it.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be happy to. I mean, it's a penis. I mean,
it's a penis. After all, it is, after all, a penis. So,
it's a penis.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just something that's really been, it's been nipping at my sack for a little while.
That's your sack. Nipping at your sack.
Nipping at my hack sack. Oh God. Okay. Yandow he's made out of questions tonight. So we've got here. Oh, here's one. Here's going to be a touchy subject. So, who do you secretly despise? The fuck kind of question is that?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a fucking secret now, would it?
Right. Well, we could just go to the default and just say Chris Yandow and be done with it.
Micah Maxman.
That's not secretly though. See, that's the thing. True. Yeah. You want to pick somebody that you do despise, secretly or not, but that would never, ever, possibly ever listen to this show. Okay.
Well, everybody I despise, I generally fucking let them know. I'm pretty open about that kind of thing, so there's no real secret here.
Well, if I had if I was to disclose who I secretly despise, Jack would kick my ass verbally, spiritually, and physically because he thinks she's a national fucking treasure. But when I know for a fact she's the biggest plantation owner in the country right now.
Yeah, okay. You kind of lost me on that one. I'm kind of afraid to find out. So I don't know. So if you talk about Orca Winfrey, I'm right there with you. But
oh, Orca, yeah, Orca Winfrey. But she's less of a plantation owner and more of a pimp.
Oh, I got you.
But yeah. It's like we could get in trouble talking about this. It's like we'll it's like I'll wake up and somebody's there'll be a cloth over my face and
a horse head in your bed.
And horse head in my bed, or I'll fall asleep again after that. And I'll wake up in a strange room tied to a chair, lights shining on me. Ugh, no thanks.
Or it'd be like the James Bond movie where he had him sit with no pants on and a chair with a hole in the seat of it, and he had that rope monkey ball, and he was like hitting James Bond's in the nuts with that rope monkey ball.
yeah. Or the one where he's tied to the table, and the table's going through a saw, and he's like, "Do you expect me to talk?" No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
That was Goldfinger, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was Goldfinger.
Oh, shit.
Miss Jenny Wilson had some questions, and here's a good one for you. Where's the coolest place you've ever traveled?
The coolest place I've ever traveled, again, is Hawaii. Without question. I mean, awesomeness abounded. And I was... and it happened at a pretty low spot in my life. I was going through some shit work-wise and personal-wise, and it was just not a good spot. But we had already made plans to go to Hawaii, so it's like, man, we're not breaking those fucking plans. It's like, right. I was talking to my dad. I was like, man, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I'm gonna lose my job. Blah blah blah. He goes, don't worry, we'll get you to Hawaii. Fortunately, I didn't need his help, but we did get to Hawaii, and it changed me. It changed me deeply. And so I would say, yeah, definitely Hawaii. There's no questions asked. A close second would be someone's mountain home. Seeing the construction, getting to watch a good friend's dream come to life was really special. So that little piece of earth right there will always be a good spot for me.
There'll be a sumptuous repast of a meal with the view of the Shenandoah Valley coming up in the spring for you. So that's going to happen. For me, the Scottish Highlands.
Ooh, you've been to Scotland.
I've been to Scotland twice. And I went to Inverness, and I accidentally fell in Loch Ness. That was that's a story that involves a lot of alcohol and urinating on a homeless person. So, but yeah, I've been all through Edinburgh, in Inverness, Glasgow. Went to the Walker Shortbread Factory. That was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. I love Walker Shortbread.
Edinburgh Castle. Been to Edinburgh Castle and Holyrood Palace, which is where the Queen stays when she goes to Edinburgh. I've been to a actual haggis, traditional haggis ceremony, and I got to do
they did the ode to a haggis and everything.
Yep. Oh, that was so good. Man. I love haggis. That's so good. I don't want to know what's in it, but it's so good.
I've never eaten it, but that's probably because I do know what's in it.
But that was the coolest place that I've been to, by far.
Wow, good deal. And the closest I've ever been to Scotland was this morning. I had a messy Nessie. Did I tell you what a messy Nessie is?
No, but my brain is running around with ideas.
Okay,
is that like a sloppy ploppy?
Well, no, it's a messy Nessie. It's a little bit more structured than a sloppy ploppy because it's one of those where you take a shit and you get up and you turn around before you flush. You see the head of it like cresting the water. Just kind of the head of the turd that's curved a little bit. It's just like that. Right above the water line. It looks just like that 1936 picture of Nessie in Loch Ness, just kind of sticking up there like, yeah, that's a messy Nessie. And that messy Nessie was so impressive, I almost got my wife. It's like, come look at this.
Hey, check this out.
She, what's going on? Oh, God damn it, Brad. Yeah.
You got to see this, honey.
Yeah, it's been a while since Nessie reared her head in Loch Harvey.
Loch Harvey. Oh shit! You got another question there? You want me to keep going?
You can kick another one. I've got another question, but I'll let you fire another one up.
Right. Another one from Jenny Wilson. If you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
A lifetime supply. God, wait, that's a great question. I'm gonna have to say a lifetime supply of money. I mean, there's a lot, because if I had a lifetime supply of money, I'd get a lifetime supply of whatever.
Yeah, I see. To me, that's like you can't wish for more wishes. So, so my brain didn't go there. I was thinking gasoline.
Gasoline? Yeah.
Lifetime supply gas. It's almost like having a lifetime supply of money. Almost.
Yeah, there ain't no shit. But like I said, if you get a lifetime supply of money, you will have a lifetime supply of gasoline.
That's true.
Lifetime supply of bourbon. You have a lifetime supply of Lucky Strikes. You have a lifetime supply of hookers. You have a lifetime supply of, you have a lifetime supply of taxes. You'll have a lifetime supply of pretty much everything. And so, yeah, I mean, it would be, money would have to be it, and yeah, I sound like a wretch saying, a mercenary wretch saying that, but yeah, it's definitely money.
And the third and final question from Jenny is: if you were arrested, what would it be for?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
What would I be arrested for?
Yeah.
I would say, gosh, what was the police squad when he was out on that ledge? It was the police squad or Naked Gun movie where he was out on the ledge of the building and he grabbed a hold of that male statue and it broke. He grabbed a hold of its member and it broke off and he finally made it in the window and he was holding it in his hand and he's walking around. The woman's screaming and then afterwards they were rattling off the charges that the crimes he was being charged with and she comes up with sexual assault with a concrete dildo. That was the first thing that popped into my mind when you asked me that question. But no, I don't think that would be the case. It would probably be public intoxication.
Well, mine would be public indecency, so I kind of feel you on that one. Yeah,
privately indecent too, though.
Lewd and lascivious acts, something like that.
That's right. Yeah, you're a man of all seasons, publicly and privately, lewd and lascivious.
That's correct. Go big or go home, baby. Go big or go home.
Those are some hellacious questions, man.
They were really good. They were.
Yeah. I've got one last one, and it comes from PCHD, my favorite group's own Issa Tatar. Issa asks, and I will do this in my Issa Tater impression. If animals could talk, which animal would you like to tell? Okay, never mind. If animals could talk, which animals would you like to talk first?
What I would like to talk to, or which ones to make to
With
talk?
the animal actually talking. The animal coming up to you saying, "What's up, Jack?"
Um, um, fish.
Fish.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to them. Be like, hey, say, where's all the big fat bastards you can't stand? Because I want to go fishing. Where are they at?
Mine would be Max, my boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could definitely see that.
It's just get up. It's like, because then he could just come up, Dad, I gotta take a shit, or Dad, I gotta take a piss, or Dad, you've been a little tardy with that food bowl lately. What the fuck?
That's not what he'd sound like at all. That's not at all what he'd sound like. He'd be like, think you need to feed me some French fried taters.
Got that other bite. Yeah. Reckon you can make me up some biscuits.
I gotta go out and take a dookie. I love that.
Not like yours like that. You're just a boy.
I like the way you talk.
There's these two fellers pissing off a bridge. One said the water was too cold. The other said it was too deep. I hear tell them two fellas was from Arkansas.
See, you be out mowing the lawn. He'd be like, "Ain't got no gas in it."
I learned to read some, the Bible mostly. God, and I think we ought to just do a show where we just put the movie Sling Blade on the screen and we just sit back and watch it.
Yeah. The commentary would be great.
Yeah. In lieu of us flapping our gums, here we have Sling Blade. Enjoy.
Instead of being MST 3000, it'd be PCHD 3000 watching a movie.
PCHD 1125.
There you go. PCHD 1125.
Yeah, and you just see these silhouettes, at the bottom of the screen.
We're just talking shit about a movie. That'd be great. I'd love to do that. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I got one from Tater for you. Tater said, do you think you'd get along with your clone, or would you fight amongst yourself for leadership?
We would kick the shit out of each other. For leadership, no. It would be over a piece of cake or something. The last little Debbie Nutty bar in the box, or it would be over who farted. That would be as far as leadership. As far as leadership, it was
Freudian slip.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you thought her goat herding was good, you should see her leader sheep. Because it would be. I mean, if it was my clone, it would just be an exact thing of me. So it would be less of a struggle for leadership, and we would more combine forces and become a junta, if you will, and then take over the galaxy as the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I probably wouldn't talk to mine. I'm not a social butterfly, and I don't much like people in general. So I love my family on the depot, and I'll move mountains for my family on the depot. But when it comes to everybody else, I don't want to talk to them at all. So I probably wouldn't even talk to my clone. I'd be like, just go in the fucking garage.
Yeah, that's right. Go clean up that fucking turkey oil.
Right. You're a clone, so you get to do the lawn today. You go ahead. So.
Nah, but see, my problem with the clone is he'd be just as out of shape and fucked up as I am, so he wouldn't be able to do much of this shit either.
He'd be like, my shoulders hurt. My shoulders.
Yeah, just rub some dirt on it.
Pour some tussin on it. Just pour some tussin on it.
Buck up, pusser. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely my clone and I. We would get along on the whole, but we would just have one goal, and that's ruling the universe. Being the dark overlord and the dark overlords of our domains. So, yeah.
What are we going to do tonight, Blaine? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try and take over the world.
Man, I ain't seen
that
show in so long. Oh God. But okay.
Well, that was our questions. That was our questions.
Yeah. So thank you very much for everybody that sent us questions.
Yeah.
And the ones of you that didn't, you thought you might get around to it and couldn't do it. Shame the fuck on you, man.
Yeah,
we're
good.
here to answer your questions. And now the episode's almost over. So here we are.
I do happen to have a "You Can Suck It" story.
You do.
Yes, I do. Okay. All right. This person said, for Saturday's show, can you add a "You Can Suck It" directed towards my prick of a boss? I just got my tumbler, showed him, and asked him if he would like one. He said, nope, I can't have it in my vehicle either because it promotes misuse of pesticides and promotes drinking of said pesticide.
What?
What kind of fuck?
What the fuck, man?
Drinking of pesticides. Right, okay. I'm sorry, you can't wear your underoos because people are going to think you're Shazam.
Yeah. And here's the disappointing part. This guy needs we'll get him. If you give me the information, we will send him a tumbler. I believe Tony Spankler already has a couple of patterns in mind.
Oh yes, I've seen that one. I think that'd be perfect.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
yes, I do.
Yeah, message this individual and tell her that or him or her that if they're willing, I'm willing to put up the money, and we're willing to get it shipped out to her boss at the office.
Oh yeah, definitely
addressed to somebody else, so they open it and then say, "This is actually for so and so."
Yes.
So
all about that. All about that.
Yeah. So Tony, if you're listening, go ahead and burn one.
Well, I tell you, Mr. Boss, I think that we ought to find a really large pineapple-shaped tumbler so you can shove it straight up your ass.
Yeah.
Because you're as tight ass as it can possibly fucking get. Someone needs to loosen your shit up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I hope that when the inevitable happens and you receive this tumbler that looks like this and you try to use it in the manner that you might want, but the Lord doesn't, I hope it hurts like hell and it gets stuck. And because I will say, yeah, and I hope Tony doesn't add a flare to the bottom of it.
Right up in there.
Yes, and I hope you end up on one of those X-ray videos that you always see on Facebook of how did that get here?
Do you remember the old in your younger days the after sex peeing when it came out in two different streams? I hope that his usage of the surgical stainless steel urethral sounding rod goes horribly wrong, and gets hung up on tissue, and he has that after sex urination all the time for the rest of his life without being able to control it. So he's just going to piss himself in two different directions whenever.
Yeah. I hope your gate's left open at your house. Your dog runs off and finds himself a real man.
Just like his boyfriend. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just like his boyfriend.
No, not that there's anything wrong with it. No, but if it offends him, yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
So shit. Yeah, you could definitely suck it, and Tony will be in touch.
Yes, we will. We will.
All right.
And the person that did this, you can suck it. Get me the information. We'll make it happen, Captain.
Yeah. We'll make it as anonymous as possible,
I have to tell you, we have 1 week left before the Beach Motherfucker Night Before Christmas story gets read. And hopefully some people are out there working on it, because if not, I'm just going to read it myself, and I won't do any more contests like that. Y'all can kiss my ass.
That's right.
But we have 1 week before our Christmas episode comes up, Christmas pizza party, and we're going to have some awesome guests on the show. We're going to have the Nords, yes. Brandon and Candace Nordquist. We're going to have everybody's favorite Nova Scotian.
Maybe.
Okay.
He said he had to check with his wife and get permission first. No,
fair enough.
No, they may have plans. He said that, but
okay.
He is totally down to clown.
Well,
the case.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for everybody's favorite Nova Scotian. We're going to have Miss Charlotte Castler-Taub back on from our last Women in Pest Control episode. Very cool. And your daughter's going to be on.
Yes, she is. My cheesebag daughter herself, the drunken hobbit of Ohio, Jenny Wilson.
That's right. It's going to be a great family Christmas show. It's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. Big time looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome one, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the pizzas ordered probably in the middle of this week, so everybody can get their one slice only, and enjoy it during next week's show. Now, the winner of the contest that you were referring to gets this. Jack, tell them what it is.
That's the Tales from the Crawlspace flag that flew in Indiana at Cheesestock 2024. It has the sweat, the spit, the bourbon, and all the love from every member of Cheesestock 2024.
All the love.
On top of that, you're going to get some extra swag. Tales from the Crawlspace t-shirt, a koozie, a PCHD magnet, and some Tales from the Crawlspace rubber bracelets.
Rubber bracelets, yes. Not to be mistaken with the rubber bottoms.
No, don't mistake with the rubber bottom. I mean, you can rub a donut. No. It's kind of almost the same, just hopefully the donut's not that big. But if you rub the bottom, if you can kind of slip your finger there in the middle and get a little on the donut.
Yeah. That ain't no shit. Oh. And we can't stop. We can't close out the show without bringing something up. Day before?
Is this what I think it is?
It was yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday.
Okay. I'm gonna say this.
We got the most amazing thing that we had seen. The best Christmas present we could have ever gotten this year from another cheese bag. We're all on the chat. We're all in the chat room talking about things, and all of a sudden somebody pops up and says, "Hey, I'm back. Candace Renee has returned to Cheesebag Nation." Yes. And she's still got a long way to go, but she managed to pop in and say hey to everybody. And I'll be honest with you, I was getting a little emotional when I was reading that to everybody. Oh my God, it was so great. We've really missed her. It was she has been fighting her tits off to get back in the game, and she's working it out. So Candace, if you're listening, we love you to death. We do. Freaking happy to have you back again among the Mod Squad and the Cheesebag Gin Pop. It's the best Christmas present we could have ever asked for. So we love you. And I also want to give a special shout out to Corey Forrester, her manager from the place that she was working down, MTech, I believe it is, in Tulsa. Thank you for your constant updates. You're passing along our well wishes for her, and just in general, just being a really good, steady rock for her, and a great friend to her. And it's like I told you on the depot, you will always have a seat at my fire, buddy.
And she said that, and obviously I want her to take every bit of time she needs for it, but she did say that she was down for taking her victory lap on Tales from the Crawlspace. Yes,
but we're gonna let her take her sweet time. Definitely, but it will happen. This will absolutely be a thing, and I cannot fucking wait for it. And
I don't care if it's 2 years from now. If she wants to wait 2 years to do it, there is a seat with a microphone waiting for her when she's ready, and that's
what you mean. There's a seat for her.
No. But I want to tell you something I got that was really cool today. I got to show off something I got that was cool as shit today. I done got me a package in the mail, and my brother from another mother done sent me a Tales from the Crawlspace Zippo lighter. I do love me a Zippo. Look at that, Tales from the Crawlspace Zippo, and on the back it says "Keep your penis away from your Zippo," and that lucky strike means fine tobacco. Right there. Zippo lighter.
That must be a hell of a friend you got there. Don't look at that.
It's the finest friend a man could have is what that is. Shit. The finest friend a man could have. No. Mr. Brad, thank you very much for that. I know who you're talking
about, and he's a dick. No, seriously, I'm glad you like it. Your other one's probably not going to be there till after Christmas, but fuck it. But anyway, gosh, I cannot wait until next week, man. We're going to have some extra people here. Take the load off of ourselves for a while. Let them do some talking. I can just kind of sit here and like.
It's going to be a great show, great Christmas show, and that'll be rapidly approaching. So I think we're not going to be back until after New Year's.
After New Year's, yep. And then we're going to be running episodes through January, and then of course February. It's the darkness of winter where we go on hiatus. So
yes, we do,
which is great because I'm going to be we'll be back probably maybe the second Saturday in March because I'm still going to be in Sedona then,
right?
The first Friday of March. So, but yeah, we'll be back the next one with rested, ready, tanned, maybe not tanned.
But the first show in January will be our 100th episode.
It will. That's right. 100th episode. I can't believe we've done this. I can't believe this thing's been happening for at least 100 times.
Yeah. No, but that's a lot of fucking hours on out in the ether of our voices. That's a lot of
that's a hell of a lot of dead air, Jack.
You can't say we haven't left a mark. Once we're long gone, our voices will still be circulating around somewhere.
That's right. Yep. They're going to be put on the next Voyager spacecraft.
Hell yeah. You're going to, out in the far reaches of the universe, the word penis will be forever.
like, Captain, sensors are indicating a strong field of penis in this squadron.
Make it so. Make it so, number one.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there were any gays on the Enterprise, but that's for another store. That's for another show.
There's on one of the new ones. Yeah, there actually is on a.
Oh, okay.
So
see, I don't keep up with the new ones. I'm Kirk, Spock, maybe Picard, and of course Commander Troy.
Oh, Deanna Troy, yes.
Yeah. She knew how people felt, and if that was real, she'd be smacking the shit out of me, man.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was younger, I wanted to smash Beverly Crusher. Get it? Smash Crusher.
Yeah, Smash Crusher. Yeah.
Kind of Gates McFadden was kind of sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, but they were all looking at Worf and trying to figure out how they can get on top of his forehead.
It's like the Sibian.
It's like pumping full of caffeine and then get on his head. God!
You just unlocked a fetish
for one night, Jack.
You've unlocked a fetish for a Trekkie somewhere. Is what you've just done.
Oh yeah, I have.
Trekkie fetish.
I'm heading into incognito mode in about. I'll give it a week and then go into incognito mode and see if it's stuck.
Well, on behalf of Pest Control Humor Depot, our favorite group, Mr. Brad Harvey, myself, from Tales from the Crawlspace Podcasts, Tony Spangler's Tumblers, and SpanglerArt.com. Still, glove up for Candace. Her fight's not over, but goddamn it, she's winning, and we're behind her every step of the fucking way.
And God help you if she sees you without gloves on.
You damn right. So we want you to glove up for Candace and bug the hell off.
Bug off.